Music.
Hey sports fans. And welcome to another exciting edition of Torah Talk. I'm here with Rabbi Rabs. I'm Levi Ben Abraham, aka Luke Ford for you the Goyim out there. And this week's Torah portion is Shelach, which is on the book of Numbers, or Bamidbar in Hebrew, Numbers 13 to the end of chapter 15. So, what is Hashem trying to teach us by having the Dallas Mavericks win the NBA championship?
LeBron is a loser. That's why we talked about this. You said they were going to win it. You said Miami was going to win it.
Yeah.
Oh, bad bet. Should have taken you on that. LeBron's a loser. He's a loser at every level.
It's funny, the whole of America outside of Miami Heat fans is rooting for them to lose.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I don't really like Dallas. I hate that team.
Yeah.
I hate Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
I'm not I'm not a Nowitzki fan at all. I don't like that guy.
Why?
Just an idiot. He doesn't play defense, and I was never a fan of his. I think he's overrated.
But you normally like tall, blonde, Teutonic Germans.
Maybe the female variety.
Okay, just
but
checking.
I'm Hey,
Hey, it's the boss. It's the money man.
What do you want us to talk about, D-Medic?
Yeah, you just let us know what you want us to talk about.
So yeah, I mean, it's like, who would ever want to root for any team LeBron is on at this point? I mean, this guy, he alienated the entire country. He basically said, that he's a big deal even though he's done nothing, and he's getting what he deserves right now. He's laughing all the way to the bank, right? Because he's making a fortune, but he's a loser. 8 years in the league, two different teams, 0 rings. Yeah, I mean that pretty much speaks for itself. Kobe, after 8 seasons, had 3 rings. And you want to compare him to Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan is a winner at every level. He won at the college level. He won the NCAA championship. He won 6 NBA titles. He was 2 for 2 with gold medals in the Olympics, as opposed to LeBron's. So that's what I have to say about that.
So the boss's mother is in from Nova Scotia, and she's re-registering to be a midwife. She was practicing for 22 years.
Oh, really?
So I was coming out of my 12-step meeting for sex addiction.
Tell us about that. Oh, did you see Anthony Weiner there? I heard he's going in for sex addiction treatment. Did you hear about this? You may have company.
Yes.
You're in.
I'm very au courant.
No, yeah. I mean, it's like you beat him to the punch.
Yeah.
Although he may be going to one of these nude therapists. Did you read about this?
Oh, in the New York Daily News?
Yeah.
This woman who
she's
like, take off her clothes while she's doing therapy.
Yeah, she's going to take off his clothes so that he, when he has his wiener, right, fully charged, then she's going to try to, keep him from moving on that or whatever. I think it's the most ridiculous thing ever. But are you thinking about doing that? Are you going to go see her?
No, she's in New York.
You didn't say, no, that's a ridiculous thing. No, I don't need that. He said, no, it's in New York, meaning if it was next door, you'd be there.
If we could trade services. If I could give her some Alexander technique, and then I wouldn't want to pay money.
Right, so you would barter.
I'd barter.
Okay.
I'd give her Torah lessons.
Okay. You give her Torah lessons. Yeah, that's what... Is she Jewish?
I don't know, but even Gentiles can benefit from Torah lessons.
Oh, so go ahead. I interrupted you. So
I was coming out of 12-step meeting, and this guy tells me, well, of course, what we've got going on here is only the mask. This isn't the real problem. That this is just the symptom. I thought that was a good point. Just the same as with alcoholism or gambling or overeating or chasing whores. That's just the symptom of the inner malaise. So then another interesting thing I heard in my 12-step meeting was that this disease is terminal. No, the whole disease talk does make me uncomfortable, but what the hell, I'll just speak the talk just to... so I thought that was a good point, that like this is progressive, and unless you do something about your destructive tendencies, like in all likelihood they'll get worse and worse.
I'm concerned about this camera. It looks like it's coming right at me.
Well, you're the star.
Yeah, but I don't want to be you off the screen completely.
People tune in to see you.
I know that.
They tune in. They don't mind hearing from me once in a while, but they tune in.
We're going to get to that
you.
too. I think they actually do mind hearing from you, but go ahead. Go ahead. So tell us, you're telling us it's the inner malaise that's causing your...
but then the second point was that
terminal.
This disease is progressive and terminal, that it will get worse and worse. And I think that's true. Like if you start, using hookers and, and snorting coke and living the party lifestyle, that it will get worse and worse. So. And
then what happens eventually?
Well, you just... you lose your wife, you lose your family, you lose your business.
And then you molest 14-year-old girls like Lawrence Taylor.
Well, I didn't think you molested her, you just asked her to masturbate.
You draw your own lines.
Like one man's freedom fighter is another man's terrorist. One man's masturbator is another man's free speech.
Okay, however it plays out for you is fine.
So what were you going to tell me? I'm rather concerned here that some people...
What was I going to say?
Don't like my stories.
No, I just noticed this. I want to bring this out to everybody. I was hoping that the whole crowd would be in the chat room by now when I bring this up. I was going to draw attention to it. First of all, I want to say hi to D-Medic and hi to Henry. They are two constants. They are the two pillars of the chat room. They are the pillars of the chat room. They are in there before the show starts. They're in there,
right.
And they're in there every week until the show ends, and even afterwards, they're kibitzing amongst them. Those two are holding up the world, okay? Because we know that the stairway to heaven, right, is built by Rabs and Levi,
right?
Absolutely, and it's the two pillars hold it up while we're talking are D-Medic and Henry. So big shout out to them. Now, Hector's in there. He's one of the people I want to see. Hector, how you doing? Listen to this. I've created on Facebook a fan page just for this show.
Yeah.
Just for this show. It's called Torah Talks with Rabbi Rabs and Luke Ford. Luke Ford, that's you. And everyone should join. Yeah, Henry joined before I even finished building it. I was sitting there like starting to type it, and Henry was already in the room. I'm like, how the hell did he do that? Because apparently, like, if you go like at the top bar and you write Rabbi Rabs, right, and you want to go to his page, it like every possible match, and it already put in the title of this group had Rabbi Rabs in it, and he was in it, and he liked it. I wasn't even done doing anything. I just like created it, and 5 seconds later he's in. I was like, what? So yeah, Henry was in there. Okay, so my point is, I've got this thing. I don't know how to communicate to get people in there, but Hector, please join this. It's very important. Hector, and get Brandon in there, and I want everybody who watches this show religiously. We love all of you. All right? Keep sending your checks, and yeah, you just joined, Hector. Thank you. And join this one, and I'll tell you why it's important to join this fan club. Because I'm going to start switching over from, instead of posting all of the announcements about the show and it's coming up, and here's the live broadcast, and here's the footage. I'm going to post it all to the fan page instead, right? So that everybody, get everybody over there, and just post to them, and then it doesn't have to go on my regular Facebook. That's my plan. That's my plan, right? So I want everybody in there. Okay, that's number one. Now the thing I've noticed is I also created a Rabbi Rab's fan page, and I think everybody here is in it. And if you're not, you should join it. Everybody should join that. I have over 100 people in that page, Levi. But the fan page with this, but the page with you. It's barely getting 20 people in it.
How long have you had the Rabbi Rab's fan page?
About a week and a half.
Wait, you used to always send out these petitions, Rabbi Rab should have more fans than the Pope.
Oh, were you in that?
No.
Oh, yeah, that got like over 100. But when I have the fans of the show,